Our goal today is to show depth with our landscape drawing. So our first step is to use a pencil and create about 7 or 8 shapes in the bottom of your paper for the foreground. So these are like rolling hills. I have 3 of them. They could come more to a peak. There's 4 shapes. They could be wobbly, 5, 6. I think I might try to fit one more back here, 7. That's the only thing I'm going to draw in pencil right now. Then I'm going to use those cool colors that we've learned about this year, green, purple, and blue, and that is what I'm going to use to color the bottom. So the only thing I'm going to do right now is just outline those pencil lines. So I'm going to make this hill green. I'm going to try to separate it so that there's not another green hill really close to it. I've got 2 green hills right here. I'm going to switch markers and see if I can get another color. Put some blue hills. That marker is not the best. If you find a marker that's really bad, remember it can go in that marker bin that doesn't work. I'm just trying to space these blue hills out too. I think I can put one here. I know it's touching this other blue hill, but that's going to happen a couple times. And then I have room for my last 2 purple. The next step is to make vertical, horizontal, or diagonal lines in these hills. So if you notice this outline, it got a little bit thick. That's okay. It's going to make it kind of stand out. So with purple, in those purple hills, I'm going to make lines that are horizontal, vertical, or diagonal. So this one's kind of curving with the shape of the hill, but it's still more going back and forth. Maybe this one's going to be different and it's going to be more up and down. Notice how my lines are about the same. I'm not making big spaces. I'm filling them in, and they're nice and neat. I'm going to continue that in the bottom part of this landscape drawing. The top part, you can decide, is it going to be nighttime, daytime? So using warm colors in the sky, I'm not even going to draw this with pencil. I'm going to start with a shape, like the sun. I'm going to color that sun in. You could have clouds, and it's not going to look real because my clouds are going to be in the warm colors. So maybe I have a cloud over here. And inside that cloud, I would also have lines. And I'm just following the shape of this cloud. Around the sun, I would have some lines. There will be times that these lines get chopped off because I'm on the edge of my paper. Or I might have so many lines around there that I run into another shape, like maybe this cloud. And I just kind of start and stop. So in the sky, you're going to try to get all the warm colors. So I'm switching colors around some of these shapes. I might see the sun lines coming over here. Your goal today is to have this filled up with warm and cool colors in the sky and the ground. The last step after you have all the lines filled in is to create something that's going to help show the space, the depth. So in my examples that I showed you, I had trees. You could have trees, you could have flowers, you could have little houses. So maybe in the front of this, I'm going to have a house. So this is my last step. My house is going to be a very simple square and triangle house, really big in the front. As I go back in space, the house, I'm going to do the same shape, but it's going to be much smaller, showing that I'm going back. When I get my last house, so I have to have 3 objects, it's going to be super tiny. This is going to be colored in black. It's just going to be a black shape, a black silhouette that helps to show the space. So I would color that in. If you get this far today and you want to use a big marker to color those in, you definitely could, so it goes a little bit faster. So all 3 of those houses, trees, flowers, whatever you decide, are just black shapes. When you're finished, these are going to go in the drawing rack.